Hi, there are several different reasons for why you would like to move your WordPress site to a completely new host. In this lecture, I'm gonna cover the positive reasons, but also the negative ones. Alright, so the first reason for why you would like to move your site to a new host might be that you have actually purchased a really strong domain name with a lot of links pointing to it. On the other side, your old domain name might be really weak and you would like to get more visitors by simply moving your content to that new domain. You might already know that search engines, especially Google, pays attention to the age of a specific domain. So the older domain is and the more relevant link it has pointing to it, and the stronger those links are, the more chance of getting that initial advantage once you move your content to that new domain. Another reason might be is that you simply have purchased another brand, so you would like to merge your brand and the brand you purchased and create a completely new brand. So this is why you would like to move your site to a completely new host, or the host where that specific brand is hosting their content and material. When it comes to the negative aspects, there can be a lot of work involved, especially if your site is really huge. For example, you might need to create a completely new domain, which is easier said than done because you have to brainstorm and came up with a really catchy domain, which will also reflect your brand as well, because that domain must be brandable. So you can't just come up with something blah blah.com and then register your brand. That will not work. In most cases, you will need to create a completely new theme for your WordPress site and graphic and other elements that are associated with your site, which of course takes time and money as well. In my experience and opinion, the biggest risk you face when moving your site to another host, and especially to a completely new domain name, is that you risk penalties from search engines, especially Google. Search engines might think that you are trying to trick them on some way by plagiarizing content from one site to another. Of course, the search engines are not able to know that the old site is actually yours and that you are moving content to the new site, which is also yours. So at least this is my experience, but of course, whatever you do in the internet marketing, you will face some risks. So you can't actually stay on the safe side no matter how much you try, because as I say, there are always risks involved, especially when it comes to moving your site to a completely new host. Alright, so that was it for this lecture. Stay tuned.